I had it once in my hand.
You had it, exactly. So, the first runner-up who plays at home the first match. Let's see who it is. Olympique Lyonnais.
So they can play either Bayern,
Olympique
Inter,
Lyonnais.
Benfica, Chelsea, Arsenal, Apoel, or Barcelona.
Very carefully.
So Lyon first out of the hat.
Teams can play against Olympique Lyonnais. Olympique Lyonnais semi-finalists in 2009-2010. So let's see who will go to Lyon.
Apoel Nicosia.
So Apoel, who are in to the last 16 for the first ever time and the first ever Cypriot side to make it that far. The trip to the former semi-finalists Lyon.
Continue directly with the second one. Which is Napoli.
Napoli.
SSC Napoli.
Runners-up in Group A. They can face Benfica, Real Madrid, Chelsea,
Napoli,
Arsenal, Apoel, who are out now of it, Barcelona. So Barcelona, Arsenal, Chelsea, Real and Benfica.
And also not against Inter.
Chelsea, London.
Well, Napoli
Chelsea,
saw off English
Napoli
opposition in the group stage
Chelsea,
in the shape of
the
Manchester
finalists
City,
in
and they will
2008.
face English Premier League
in Moscow.
opponents again in the last 16.
Chelsea.
So it's Chelsea against Napoli.
Let's look at the next one. Which is
AC Milan, arguably the biggest hitters in the second pot. They could face Bayern, Benfica, Real Madrid or Arsenal.
Of the Champions League.
So only 4 options for them: Bayern, Benfica, Real Madrid or Arsenal. The big hitters from Milan will be paired with Arsenal FC. Well, Milan knocked out of the UEFA Champions League last 16 by Arsenal's local rivals Tottenham last season and United the season before. And 2 seasons before that, it was Arsenal who eliminated the Italians. Arsene Wenger's men, the first English side to beat them at the Giuseppe Meazza in the process.
We're approaching half-time. Still fit?
I keep fit.
And we have the Swiss team of Basel.
FC Basel. Now, they
FC
could have a
Basel.
local derby of sorts against Bayern. Also face Internazionale, Real Madrid or Barcelona. So 4 options for them: Bayern, Inter, Real or Barcelona. So a tough task for Basel, whoever they're paired with really. But they won't have much fear after seeing off Manchester United in the group stage. Basel of Switzerland in the last 16 in the knockout round for the first time. Their reward is
Bayern Munich.
Bayern München.
FC
Paul
Bayern
Bretner's
München,
own side, who are hoping to reach the final. So Bayern, Group A winners up against Basel. They actually last met in last season's group stage, with Bayern winning both games. The Germans also saw Swiss opposition in qualifying this season, overcoming FC Zurich, so history on Bayern's side in that tie.
As well. Everyone will understand. So, let's go on.
We are at half-time now, so 4 ties sorted and 4 left to be arranged.
Second half. With
Bayer Leverkusen, Internazionale, Benfica, Real Madrid or Barcelona, potential opponents for the Germans. So that's either Inter, Benfica, Real or Barcelona.
Against Real Madrid, right? Against Real Madrid?
Against Real Madrid, yeah. Great goal of Zidane, amongst other things.
So Leverkusen, out of those 4 options,
FC Barcelona.
it's Barcelona for them.
FC Barcelona, the champions of Europe, 4 times winner of the Champions League.
Barcelona, who are away at the moment in the
well.
FIFA World
So
Club Championship.
Continue with the next one. Which is CSKA
Moscow.
From Russia.
Now their potential opponents are Bayern, Benfica,
and they can play
and
Benfica
Real Madrid.
Or Real Madrid, but not Internazionale because they were in the same group.
Out of the equation now, so Benfica or Real Madrid.
So Portugal or Spain.
Real Madrid.
Real
Madrid against CSKA. It's the first ever meeting between these 2 sides. CSKA have only faced Spanish opposition a couple of times before, in fact. Real Madrid's last taste of Russian clubs came in home and away wins over Zenit in the 2008 group stage. So Real against CSKA. And speaking of Zenit, they are last out of the hat. And if all is well, it should either be Inter or Benfica that are their potential opponents. So a 1 out of 2 chance.
Benfica Lisboa.
Well, Zenit faced the Portuguese side in their last UEFA Champions League game, drawing at Porto to secure their place in the last 16. And before facing Porto, Zenit had only played Portuguese opposition twice before, so they will have another taste. And then this will make sure that everything is all present and correct. If the team out of the hat is Olympique de Marseille. And their only opponent should be FC Internazionale.
Their first match against whom they will play?
Inter faced Marseille's fellow French side Lille in the group stage, winning home and away. And before this season, Inter's last encounter against the French side was a UEFA Cup quarter-final exit to Marseille in 2004.
Matches, ladies and gentlemen. This concludes then the draw for the round of 16 of the 2011-12 UEFA Champions League. Vielen Dank, Paul. Thanks to all of you, and I would like to wish you all a very happy Christmas and a fantastic New Year 2012 in football. Thank you very much.
Well, that concludes the draw from the House of European Football here in Nyon. Just a